Abioye. Thank you for joining us today. I am Tanil Tonkoses from Namibia Oil and Gas, the official media partner for the IADC Drilling Africa conference. We are excited to have you with us as we discuss your perspective on the drilling industry and what delegates can expect at the upcoming IADC Drilling Africa conference in Windhoek.
All right. Hello, Tanil. Good afternoon and thank you for having me.
Can you briefly introduce yourself?
My name is Abioye Shokoya-Eleshin and I'm the Managing Director of Alpha 11 Solutions Limited. AESL was established to support drilling and offshore operations across the oil and gas industry in Nigeria, so work closely with contractors and operators and service providers to deliver safe and efficient, innovative solutions in asset and integrity management, consultancy services, project management, EPCI, and operations and maintenance. It's a pleasure to do this interview with you, and I look forward to meeting you officially in Namibia.
What opportunities do you see for drilling contractors operating in Africa over the next few years?
Okay, I think the outlook for drilling contractors in Africa is very positive and quite diverse. We're seeing opportunities across deep water, shallow water, and onshore basins, which gives the region a strong pipeline of activity. Offshore, there's a lot of excitement around new frontiers areas like Namibia's Orange Basin. I had to throw that in. The recent discoveries there have really put Namibia on the global energy map, and we're already seeing increased exploration and drilling activities, future campaigns coming up and all of that. So these kinds of activities typically translate into long-term demand for modern drilling rigs and experienced contractors. Okay, so we have West African countries like Angola and Nigeria who continue to invest in deepwater projects to sustain production, and in East Africa, given them consideration also, we have large gas resources in countries like Mozambique, where future offshore and onshore drilling will support LNG projects for global export and domestic use. For drilling contractors who are adaptable, technologically capable, and committed to safety and local partnerships, Africa offers not just short-term projects, but long-term strategic opportunities as well.
How are innovation and automation reshaping offshore drilling, and why are these discussions timely now?
Okay, so innovation and automation are really changing how offshore drilling is done. And we're seeing that transformation happening in real time across the industry. One major area is the use of digital technology and real-time data. So rigs today are equipped with advanced sensors and monitoring systems that allow engineers, sometimes located very far away onshore, during the operations, to track performances onshore. They're able to predict potential problems and optimize drilling parameters. For example, I attended the IADC World Drilling Conference last year, and at that conference I met a company that offers real-time information, on wave prediction. And that was quite new to me, because what it meant was that the people onshore could then decide when to carry out an operation and when not to carry out an operation based on the reports generated from that technology. So automation is playing a big role in physical operations. Systems like automated pipe handling, robotic equipment, and advanced drilling control systems are reducing the need for manual intervention in high-risk areas, and this improves safety while also speeding up operations.
What makes IADC Drilling Africa a valuable platform for sharing operational best practices?
So IADC Drilling Africa is valuable because it's very focused on the real operational environment of this continent, Africa. I was just telling you about the visit to the conference which held in Amsterdam last year. And there was a lot of talk about the oil and gas industry, but none specifically on Africa. So it was just a touch of Europe, a touch of America, a touch of Asia, and all those other countries, a touch on Africa. But IADC Drilling Africa is a conference for Africans. So you're going to be hearing discussions that are solely Africa-based, and you're going to hear about projects in Africa, drilling contractors in Africa, operators, service companies. You're going to be networking. There'll be regulators and technology providers across Africa, and this encourages open and practical discussions across board. So one of the biggest strengths in the conference is the sharing of real world experiences. Like I said, real world African experiences. You will hear case studies from offshore projects, onshore projects running across East Africa, West Africa, and then operations. Everybody will be sharing, every company represented, the E&Ps, all the contractors represented will be sharing their real-time experiences. And these sessions often highlight safety improvement, efficiency gains, and lessons learned from works and projects done in the past. So it also exposes people who are present to regulatory frameworks, because the regulators across board will be there. So you'll be hearing conversation about local content requirement and workforce development. It's also going to be a blend between the old and the new. So we're going to be having young professionals. We're going to be having very experienced professional men who've given years, 40, 50, even 60 years in the oil and gas industry, and especially the drilling sector. They'll be coming and speaking and sharing. So it's going to be a room full, or should I say a room filled with the best of the best in the industry. So overall, this conference, the IADC Drilling Africa conference, plays a key role in raising operational standards across the industry, promoting the safety culture of all, and helping the industry move forward together in Africa.
What would you say to young professionals or new entrants considering to attend the conference?
Okay, I'll say that if they're still considering to attend, I believe you should have moved past the level of consideration into actually booking your tickets, reserving your hotels, and just planning to have an amazing time in Namibia. I'll encourage every young professional and student to attend this conference, because it's one of the best ways, to be honest, to gain a real understanding of how the drilling industry operates in the African context, because it's all about building Africa, growing Africa and her people. So you get exposure. If they attend, they get exposure in major projects happening across the continent, from deep water development across Namibia, West Africa, East Africa. They get to learn about new technologies, digital tools, and evolving safety practices, because lots of the young professionals, when they enter into most of these organizations, it's purely on an internship level, and they may not get to mix, if I can say that, with the entirety of the players in the drilling industry. So they're going to be sitting in the same room with these people who have built long-lasting careers in drilling and energy. Many industry leaders are very open to sharing advice and experiences, and this is the perfect place for every young professional to come and learn. So whether you're an intern or you're in a graduate program or you want to make a connect with the company that you desire to work with in the future, this is the place. You get a bigger picture of how the industry contributes to economic development, energy security, and skills across West Africa. So you get the full picture of how the drilling sector grows in Africa. So for anyone considering a career in drilling, the IADC Africa Drilling Conference is the place to be. So still past considering to actually paying for your ticket and making a reservation and just being there. And I look forward to meeting every young professional.
Thank you so much. Is there anything else you would like to add?
Just that I look forward to seeing your beautiful face physically, and like everyone else who will be there, I look forward to engaging across board, because I know quite a number of people are coming from Nigeria, but it's also an opportunity to have a closed door discussion, a tighter engagement with the people who really matter to our operations, and I look forward to that a whole lot.